League Two focus as Forest Green chase historic promotion with 10 sides involved. The League Two season is entering its final stretch, and it is almost impossible to call. Heading into the last 8 rounds of fixtures, there is remarkably just 6 points separating second-placed Exeter from 10th-placed Mansfield. Add in the fact that the Stags have 2 games in hand, and it is shaping up to be a grandstand finish in the 4th tier come the final round of fixtures on May 7. David Prutton, host of Sky Sports EFL coverage, feels pace-setters Forest Green will ultimately go straight up, but concurs that it is incredibly hard to call who will join them. Speaking on the Mirror Football podcast, he said, Forest Green won for the first time in 8 games against Colchester, and it was a big win for them. Considering many thought they were already up, it goes to show you cannot get carried away. They needed that win, and I think it might help them turn a corner. But underneath them, you've got the likes of Sutton, Exeter, Joey Barton's Bristol Rovers. It's so hard to call, it's crackers. Here, ahead of another crucial weekend of fixtures, we take a look at those sides fighting for a place in League One next term. Which 4 sides will go up? Let us know in the comments. As mentioned, Forest Green are top, and that win over Colchester got them back on track after a mini wobble. Rob Edwards' side have been top for most of the campaign and are currently 9 clear of 4th place with a crucial game up their sleeve. Their next 3 games are all at home, and a 7 or even 9-point return would have them with 1 foot in the 3rd tier for the first time in their history. Always the bridesmaid, never the bride. Exeter have suffered playoff final heartache in 3 of the past 5 seasons in League Two. Matt Taylor and Grecian's supporters will be desperate to avoid that particular route this season, and like Forest Green they too have a game in hand on the Chasing Pack. They're in good fettle too, with just 1 loss in 15, and their run-in doesn't look too horrendous, but they will be wary of history repeating itself if they fall short of the automatic spots. The Cobblers have endured a yo-yo existence in recent times. 3 of the last 4 seasons have seen them promoted or relegated, and if it was up to boss John Brady, that pattern would continue this term. Well placed in 3rd, Northampton have a favourable run-in, although they face stern tests against Mansfield and Exeter. Joey Barton is never far from drama, but his Rovers side are coming into form at the right time. Relegation hurt Barton, and 4 wins on the spin has them 4th at present. Tranmere and Forest Green are the only sides they face in the final weeks of the season who have genuine promotion ambitions. Whatever happens, if it involves Barton, it is unlikely to be dull. Rovers lost out in the playoff semi-finals last season, but have responded well this term. Mickey Mellon's side have put themselves in contention again this season, but goals are their problem. They are the lowest scorers in the top 10 and can't rely on a proven scorer. Their top marksman has just 6. Like Exeter, Newport have bad memories of the playoffs. They suffered 2 final defeats in the last 3 seasons under Michael Flynn, and it came as a shock to many when he departed the club in October. When Flynn left the Exiles they were 15th, but new boss James Rowberry has pushed the side on well. Under a new manager, they are likely to adopt a different approach after losing to Morecambe in last year's final. The Robins endured a chaotic summer with a takeover from Clem Morfuni going through after a farcical pre-season. They have impressed under Ben Garner and perhaps defied expectations by being right in the playoff conversation. Games against Newport and Forest Green look crucial. Arguably the story of the season so far. EFL New Boys Sutton have made it to the EFL Trophy final. They play a Rotherham on April 3 and have also been smashing glass ceilings in League Two as well. Matt Gray's side are right in with a shout of an unlikely playoff place provided they can negotiate a tricky final 8 games. Assistant boss Andy Crosby is taking on the reins, whilst manager Daryl Clark is away on compassionate leave. He's done a decent job so far, with Vale unbeaten in their last 4. Crucially, they have a game in hand as they bid to end a 5-year absence from League One. Games against Bristol Rovers, Newport, and Exeter inside the final 4 matches could be pivotal. The Stags went on a superb run of form from late October, and that has catapulted them into the playoff picture. As mentioned, Nigel Clow's side are down in 10th, but if they win their 2 games in hand they are level on points with Exeter. Clow has been able to make canny loan signings such as Newcastle's Matty Longstaff and Man United goalkeeper Nathan Bishop. Their run-in includes 2 meetings with Forest Green as well as games against playoff rivals Sutton and Northampton.